Hey, Coach Mel here. So we are going to work on this headband today. As you can see, it's attached here. So we're making it long and then we will attach it to make it into a headband. Now, unfortunately, the yarn that was used on this is a Mary Maxim yarn and they no longer carry it. So I'm gonna be using similar colors, but it's gonna be a little different because the colors are gonna change. These are Lion brand. It's the ice cream cotton blend, and I will put the exact names of which ones they are down below in the description so that if you're interested in doing one in these colors, you can easily get to that. Okay, so I am going to use my good old trusty eye hook here today, and we're gonna start with the green. So we're gonna start with making this intersection that's gonna go between the flowers. So what you wanna do is you wanna start with your slip knot. So go around the fingers and through, hold the loop and pull. We're gonna start out with a chain of 7. Get your hook in there. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. From there, we are going to do a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to yarn over, go into that 4th chain. Make sure you get through all of them. Yeah, I did. Pull up your loop, yarn over, come through 2 loops, yarn over, come through 2 loops. Okay, so we made that little like bubble there. Now we're gonna chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once again, we're gonna do our double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, yarn over, go into that stitch, pull up your loop, yarn over, come through 2, yarn over, come through 2. All right, we gotta keep going in that same pattern now. A chain of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Double crochet in the 4th from the hook. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over, in through that chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, come through 2, yarn over, come through 2. Now we're gonna keep doing that until this gets as long as we want it. Now that's gonna depend on the size of the head. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 flowers on this one. So it means that I had 10 of these bumps. So I want you to go ahead and continue with that pattern, chain of 8, and then double crochet in the 4th chain back from the hook. Go as long as you want. After you finish your last double crochet, put the video back on and I'll show you what we're doing next. Okay, I just got down to doing my last double here, so I did 10 again. And I'm going to now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now what we're going to do is we're going to change color. We are not going to fasten off that green, so leave that one on. But I'm going to go get my blue and I'm just going to pull it into that loop. All right, fasten that down. We're now going to come back and we're going to work in these spaces that we created here. And this is where the petals are going to go. Put this over here so you can kind of see it. Okay, so let's start with a chain 3. We got to give ourselves a little bit of room to get over to that. 1, 2, and 3. In this space now, we are going to triple crochet 3 together. So I'm going to do a few of these with you. We're going to yarn over 2 times. Put your hook into the center of that stitch that we made there. Yarn over, pull up your loop, and pull through 2. We're gonna go double yarn over again 2 times into that same hole, pull up your loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's our second one. We're gonna do a double yarn over, in through that hole again, pull up your loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and now we need to yarn over and pull through all of the loops. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops that we're gonna go through. All the way through, you gotta wiggle sometimes. All right, and then chain 1 to finish that off. So that's making that first petal right there. All right, from there, we're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now it's time to do the second petal for this side. So we have to triple crochet 3 together. Let's do it again. So yarn over 2 times, go into that same hole, pull up your loop, yarn over, come through 1. Yarn over 2 times, go in through that hole, pull up your loop, yarn over, come through 2. One more time. Yarn over 2 times, in through that hole, pull up your loop, yarn over, come through 2, and then yarn over and go through all 7 of the loops on your hook, chain 1. So now they're different colors because my yarn is self-changing, so you could see one is more blue and one is a lighter blue. But that's the first 2 petals of this flower. We're now gonna work over here in this next space that we made. So it's the exact same thing all the way down this side. I'll do another group with you. So triple crochet 3 together, 2 yarn overs, go into the hole, pull up your loop, yarn over, come through 2. Yarn over 2 times, in through the hole, pull up your loop, yarn over, come through 2. We gotta do it one more time. Yarn over 2 times, pull up your loop, yarn over, and come through all 7 loops on your hook. Whoops, I gotta redo that last one, I messed it up. That happens sometimes, you can't get through. Keep that hook facing down, wiggle through, wiggle through. Sometimes the little loops are hard to get through. Battle through, there we go. Good, and then do a single crochet. That last little chain, I should say, kind of brings that all together. All right, in between petals, we need a chain of 5, 3, 4, 5. And now we're gonna do a triple crochet 3 together one more time right here. 2 yarn overs, in through the hole, pull up your loop, yarn over, come through 2. 2 yarn overs, in through the hole, pull up your loop, yarn over, come through 2. Again, 2 yarn overs, in through the hole, pull up your loop, yarn over, come through 2. Did I get 2 there? Yes, I did, okay? Now we're gonna yarn over and we're gonna go through all 7 that are on the hook. Don't forget that last one. And then chain 1. And there we go. There's our second set of petals. So you are gonna continue doing this all the way in each one of these little sections that you made here. When you get finished putting your 2 petals in this last one down here, turn the video back on and I'll show you how to finish this row, and we'll turn around and do the petals on the other side. See you in a few minutes. All right, here I am down at the end. I just made my last, my hair is in there. Do you guys do that too? Do you crochet your hair into your work? I think there's hair in everything that I do. All right, so I did my last petal. We're gonna chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to slip stitch to this first chain, which is where we started. And then we're gonna turn our work. All right, and we're gonna do another chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and now we're gonna do our petals in the same holes. We're just on the other side of it. So we're gonna do those triple crochet 3 together. Get my knot out of here. Okay, so let's start right here. We'll do another one together. It's 1, 2 over, in through that same hole, pull up your loop, yarn over, come through 2. 2 wraps around that hook, come through, yarn over 2, 1, 2, come through, pull up your loop, through 2, yarn over through all 7 loops on your hook, chain 1. Now we're in between petals, so we have to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do one more petal with you. 2 yarn overs, in through the hole, pull up your loop, through 2. 2 yarn overs, in through the hole, pull up your loop, through 2. Again, 2, in through the hole, pull up your loop, through 2, yarn over. Come through all of them, chain 1. All right, now remember, we don't do the chain in between the flowers, it's just between the petals. So I'm gonna go right over to this one here. I'm gonna do my 2 petals, my 2 petals, my 2 petals. So finish all the way down the other side of putting 2 more petals in, and I'll meet you when you get back down here to the end. All right, made my way down this side. Uh-oh. Blooper reel, look what I did right there. Oh, that looks really pretty though. I might do another one with 3 petals. All right, I'm gonna go back and fix that, and then I'll meet you in a moment. All right, we're gonna try that again. I fixed that, but boy, did that look really neat with the 3 there. So you know on my next one, I'm gonna do that on purpose, make 3. Okay, so now we're down at this other end. We need to get back over to where we started. So we need, I gotta finish this petal off with my chain 1 I didn't do yet. And then we're gonna chain 1, 2, 3, and now I'm gonna slip stitch myself over to that same first stitch. Actually, this is where I joined the 2 different yarns together. So I'm gonna go right into that joining and pull through and pull through. So that's just a slip stitch, and then I'm gonna give a tug on that green, make sure everything's nice and tight here. Now we can finish off, if I have scissors I could finish off. We can finish off our blue because we're done with that. All right, now what we're gonna do is we are gonna work back around this, but we're gonna do it now with our green so that we are encapsulating these pieces in between here with the green. So from wherever you are right here, we're gonna pull that green back onto our hook. All right, so I got all this stuff in the way here. Let's move things, get it all situated here. Okay, so starting out right here, we have to come down this chain. Let me move that down there. We gotta come down this chain with single crochets. So go into that space, pull up your loop, single crochet, 2, 3, we're gonna do 4, we wanna fill that up, and then we're gonna put 1 right in the top, that spot right there, right in the top of our petal. Single crochet. Now we're gonna single crochet all the way down this chain in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops. We're gonna do 6, 5, oh, I just did it as a double. All singles, 5, that was sloppy, I'm gonna do that over again. 5, and 6, okay? When you get to the petal, you are gonna go into that spot right there with 1, that kind of pulls that over, and now right here, in between sections, just 1, get the top of your petal again, and then we have 6 in between the petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we're at the petal, which means we need to get in the top of that petal right there with 1, in between with 1, and then the top of the next petal with 1. And now we're going to continue 6 over this chain. So we're going to continue that. Let's take a look. So see what it's doing now is it's covering up, flip that way. It's covering up those chains. So now we have the blue on the inside, the green, and then our green stems running through the middle as well. So keep working yourself down this way, 6 on the chain, 1 in the top of the petal, 1 between the petals, 1 in the top of the petals, 6 chains. Keep going all the way down. When you get down to the end here, you're gonna do the top of this petal, you're gonna do 3 on one side of that stem, 3 on the other side of the stem, then go into your petal and continue down this other side all the way until you get to the end. I'm sorry, we're gonna put 4. We're gonna put 4 here. All right, there's gonna be 4 and 4. All right, so go ahead and work your way down and back, and I'll meet you, and we're almost done. We will put this together. See you in a little bit. All right, here I am at the end. I did my last 4 on this chain 3, and now we're gonna do a slip stitch. So over to this first stitch here, pull through. You can see I had a color change again and pull through. Okay, now what I want you to do is leave a little bit of a tail and clip. Oh, I got my finger a little bit there. All right, no blood. And let's pull that through to finish that off. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our needle out. Woo! Dropping the camera there. We're gonna get our needle out because we're gonna bring this together and we're just gonna stitch the ends together. So you'll see here, I just did a few stitches right here in the middle. You don't need to do a whole bunch, but let's get that needle threaded. And bring your ends together. And I'm just gonna do a little whip stitch here. So make sure that your stems are lined up. That's the center, the green stem, all right? And I'm just gonna come through that center stitch on that side and the center stitch on this side. Pull that up, go to the next stitch. And the next. Just kind of bringing them together. I don't want to make like a ridge or anything like that. All right, so just pulling that together there. I'm going to bring myself back down, same direction that I came. So I want to go past the center now, where that's the center there, and I want to go down, pulling the other side together a little bit. So I'm just kind of going stitch for stitch here. And let me get one more. And then I'm going to backtrack just a couple. All right, once I get back to the center, I'm going to push that through to the back. And once I'm back here, I'm going to come through a few stitches and then come through my loop to give it a little knot there. And then weave that end in. Clip that off. Now these are some other ends that I have. I am going to do just a quick knot here, pulling everything together. Yes, I have 2 strands on one side and 1 on the other. That's okay, just pulling them together. This is the back, so you're not going to see it. And then just take your needle again, and we're just going to weave in those ends. Whoops, missed going through the needle. I'm just going to run it down along this side. In between, you're not even going to see that weaving in. Back tack a little bit. Flip that off. And I've got the ones that are over here on this side. Get that purplish one first. Come through a few stitches. Again, this is on the back, so you're not going to see it. I flipped it. Tail through there. And one more. I'm gonna go this way with this one. I don't like to have them all go in the same spot because then it could make it bulky in one area and you'll notice it. So that's why I kind of changed the direction I was going. And clip that off. And flip it over. Here we go. There is our headband. Now, this yarn is definitely a little bit thinner and a little bit more flexible. So when I put them next to each other, even though I did 10 of the flowers on each one, you could see that it's just a little bit bigger. Not a bunch, but I think it with the flexibility that it has, because I cannot fit that one, I bet you I could probably fit this one on my head. So that is it. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make this with a third petal in the middle, and if it comes out good, I will post another tutorial. I think it'll look really good. I'm just gonna do less of a chain in between and put a petal in the middle there. So there we go. A nice quick little headband. This isn't really for warmth, this is more decorative and to hold those wispy ends back. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope to see you again for another tutorial real soon. Coach Mel signing off. Happy crocheting, everyone.